gonna need to get big fast. You move and work.
I'll work. Rocket me though. She dead to me already.
Need you to leave me and my peoples alone, Garcia.
What the fuck are you doing here? Your mother is working in Manhattan now. Things could get messy.
I have a spot for you if you're lucky.
You will never be above me. It's us now. Everybody else need to get the fuck out the way.
What's up, ugly ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I'm back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your ugly ass friends. On today's video, we will be dealing with our book 3, Raising Kanan, and this one right here is the episode 3 trailer breakdown. Now, I gotta say, ugly ass niggas, I'm pretty damn mad because I've been made this video, but unfortunately, I didn't have any sound, so I got this shit up. Pissed me the fuck out. Anyways, ugly ass niggas, we gonna do it over. So, in this particular video, we will be diving into all the key things that we see up in this trailer and breaking it down on and giving you a slight insight of things that's probably to come in this up and coming episode. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right on into it.
Move and work.
I'll work.
So I'm gonna start it off with this. I'm gonna let it play for us, and then we'll go into it as we hear it playing.
You're gonna need to get big fast. You move and work.
I'll work.
So, a couple of things here, people. We hear it start off. She's Rock saying we're moving new work, right? Let me play it again to make sure I heard it correctly.
You're gonna need to get big fast. You move and work.
I'll work.
So yeah, and then you hear Marvin saying our work, right? So I want to point that out real quick. Let's touch on that just a little bit, right? Reason why I'm touching on that is because you hear Rock say that, then of course Marvin says our work, right? And look at Flossie. Now, as we know, once Rock first met Flossie, the reason why she signed off on wanting to work with her is because she was a female entrepreneur, correct? So she probably was under the impression that it was Rock and Rock only. She didn't anticipate Marvin being, because you can see her kind of side-eyeing him here. So I believe that's gonna later on eventually become a problem. Just pointing that out. But also, what I want to make sure we point out, we have to, I told you guys, and it still haven't been 100% confirmed yet, but I guarantee you people, this is 100% Jarita. I've been telling y'all, I know for sure I was the first one to call it out. I was able to call out the actress of who it is, Miss Aisha Cooper. And I told y'all, this is gonna turn out to be Jarita because they look alike. It makes the most sense. She's dealing with Kanan, 100% people. This is Jarita, and I have a lot of insight on what's going on with Jarita's character, but that would be another video. I had to make sure I point out the fact that Jarita is in this episode 3.
Rocket me though. She dead to me already.
So, another thing that's important. As you just heard Kanan say, he just told Juke, Rock and me are done. She's dead to me now. Now, why is this important? Because as I've also told y'all before, Juke is that safe space for the family. Not just Kanan, but for everyone. Told you guys in my video when I was explaining what broke Kanan and Jukebox relationship, I told you it's going to be the disappointment of Jukebox once she's talking and tells Marvin that Kanan is the one that took out Lou, correct? So since she took out she's going to tell Marvin, I think Kanan might, never look at her the same after he notices she does that. Because keep in mind, she's already starting to talk a little bit. She just told Marvin that Rock was messing around with Neek. And keep in mind, doing that video, Rock told her, doing season 3 when she told, matter of fact, this was episode 1, when she told Juke that she was messing around with Neek, she said, what? To the grave, Juke. Nobody else can know about this. Yet she went and told Marvin. So I believe that's going to be what breaks them. But anyways, here, Kanan is probably comfortable enough to tell her some things that's going to later on kind of burn him later. But also, he's going to say something that's going to be enough for her to put some pieces together to later find out that, it was him who took out Lou. But anyways, let's continue.
Leave me and my peoples alone, Garcia.
What the fuck are you doing here?
So, there's the next one, right? So, Juke approaches Garcia, and she says, I need you to leave my people alone, Garcia. And he replies to her, how the fuck did you get here? Or what the fuck are you doing here? Right? So he's shocked and surprised that she even knows where he lives. And I know a lot of people are thinking that Jukebox is going to end up taking him out. That this has been said since the beginning of the season before episode 1 dropped. And you can look at her, she kind of looks crazy here. It looks like she's losing her shit, I will say. But I'm going to lean towards, I don't think she's going to take Garcia out. It's going to be something that Garcia tells her that she's going to notice she can use this. Because I told y'all, in my opinion, Juke is going to be able to figure out what happened to Famous and Crystal with the help of Garcia. She needs him in order to piece it together. So that's how she's going to figure out a lot of information. And this is what's later going to help elevates her character that later helps her end up becoming a cop.
Your mother is working in Manhattan now. Things could get messy.
So, next, we hear Stefano. And he's, of course, sitting down with Kanan, and he says, your mother is working in Manhattan now. And, things could end up getting messy. So, we know we heard in the teaser already, or maybe this was the trailer, official trailer. Either way, he was talking to Kanan, and he was saying that, things could get messy, like he just said. And he was, we hear Kanan later say, do what you got to do. And Stefano replies, oh, I plan to. So we know it's going to be a very intense episode, it seems like, right? It's going to be a lot of traffic going on, a lot of shooting. We see that here in the trailer.
Nice spot for you if you looking.
You will never be above me.
So next, we see Kanan talking with Marvin. This is that scene. We got this exclusive clip way before episode 1 dropped, right? So that's coming this episode. And he's telling Marvin he has a spot for him if he's looking. The reason being that Kanan has the nerve to ask, to even insinuate and offer Marvin a job is because their organization is becoming very powerful. How do we know this? Episode 3's description says Rock and Marvin launched their new operation as Kanan and Breeze's business grows stronger. So that's telling you there that they're going to be making some very big moves and their organization is going to be growing. Also, keep in mind, it says Jukebox takes a big risk to protect the family. Now, this is an added part that I'm not exactly sure it's part of it, but because I know most of the people's description didn't have this part, but it says the mafia begins maneuvering behind the scenes, and Kanan navigates a dangerous reckoning that will ripple through every player in the business. So, Jukebox taking the dangerous task. A lot of people are believing that this is going to be her attempting to take out Garcia, or taking out Garcia, right? Because we seen at the end of episode 2 that she had a gun, she was peeping around the corner, and of course she ended up deciding not to board mission because Garcia had his family with him. So a lot of people are predicting that she's going to take him out this episode. I do not believe so. Could she go there with the intentions to do so? The intent to take him out? Sure. But I think it's going to be just like in book 2. If you remember in book 2, season 1, when Tariq was going to take out, what was her name? The scripper. Anyways, I know who I'm talking about. The scripper that Tariq was getting ready to go take out. But instead of taking her out, he ended up paying her off to leave. It's going to be something in that nature. So instead of Jukebox taking Garcia out, she's going to figure out she can still solve this same issue that she's having by working together and, giving him what he wants, but also make something signed that her family stays safe. So, because think about it. They're looking for Detective Howard's killer. And they're looking for, possibly some of the other organized crime that she could possibly do some things to kind of move it away from them. Perhaps. Not sure. Either way, I'm going with she's not taking him out. That's just my opinion. I'm going to stick with it. So, moving along though. We also know, like I said, in this particular part, Marvin's going to go off on Kanan and tell him he's never taken a job from him. He'll never be above him. That, he can't see that high. He can't reach that high. He'll count the bodies he take. He was going off on his exam. And of course, Breeze is a hot topic because he's hearing about Breeze, but he doesn't know who it is. Also, keep in mind the exclusive teaser that we saw. He asked him, was that y'all on the 150th, which is Neek's territory, right? And he told him that Neek is gone because he knows this because he's been taking his territory and Neek isn't doing anything about it. So with that being said, the shootout here, well, I ain't gonna say, this shootout, I'm 100% almost, I'll say 90% sure. I'll say 100%. But I'm pretty sure that, this is going to turn out to be Marvin in his car. You see the ugly ass nigga that's in the car with him, that's one of his men. And we've seen in another teaser that Marvin is in the other side of that car with a gun. So they're going to end up going to the same area as Breeze and Kanan looking for Neek. And perhaps they could open fire because they think that some of Neek's guys are perhaps, and they think the same, and they just fire at each other and figure out, it's not who they thought it was. That could be what ends up transpiring here. But I don't know, though. This person here, I take that back because this is somebody standing there. Not sure who that is. This could be Taz, although I know a lot of people believe the person that Kanan is shooting in the apartment is Taz. But, one thing for sure, they're going to expect a shootout between Breeze and Marvin this episode. I believe that's definitely taking place.
Everybody else need to get the fuck out the way.
So here's another thing. We see Breeze talking with Kanan, and he says, it's us now. Everybody else needs to get the fuck out the way. So with him implying that it's us now, either he just took out somebody major or they're plotting to take out someone major, including his uncle and auntie. Because we do know eventually their time has to come. Because we got an exclusive clip that said the clock is running out for these old niggas. Who are the old niggas? His uncle and auntie, Marvin and Rock. Those are the old niggas. Stefano, of course, that's an ancient nigga. And so, you know, they're getting ready to eradicate and get rid of all of the old players so that the new generation can take over. So that is the end, people. That is what we have for this episode 3 trailer. And I think it's going to be a very good episode, people. It's going to be hidden. We get the introduction of Jarita. We got Jukebox and whatever it is, her Dane just mentioned that she's going to be taking place. And we have, a couple of shootouts. Looks like we're finally going to get to see Breeze get his hands dirty. So Breeze probably will catch his first body this coming episode. So a lot of things to look forward to and anticipate. Also, don't be surprised if Jukebox figures out that Kanan is the one that took out Lou this particular episode. All of that and more is probably going to take place. But like usual, if you're cool with me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment. Let me know what you think, but most importantly, make sure you're sharing with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.